Hey. Okay, I'm doing yoga in my next room at 12:15.
Hello, can you guys hear me? All right. Can you guys see my mat okay?
Yes.
Okay, let me just stand on it. You can see my full body somehow, hopefully. Yep. Okay, great. Just so I know, is anyone feeling tight in any specific areas? Or let's just do a full body thing. No specifics?
Nothing specific.
Cool. All right, so I'm gonna begin, and I am gonna mute you guys just so there's no extra background noise. So give me 1 second. All right, so you guys can still hear me, right? Perfect. All right, let's start. We're gonna start sitting down. So we're gonna sit with the soles of the feet together. Now, I do like to use blocks, and if you have like a belt or a towel or a sweater, anything that can just give you an extra like 10 inches, like go take a second, grab one now. I like to, I've used, when I didn't have a strap at home, I've used like, I had like a robe, like a bathrobe. I took the belt off that and I used that. You can always get creative. I've had students use cans of soup or like jars, like big, like jelly jars as a block. So you can get creative, or even like a pillow. You can always use a pillow to sit on. So since they're going to be sitting in Baddha Konasana, shoulders and feet together, so your knees are out wide. You can even elevate your hips if you wish, especially if things are a little tight at the moment. So it'll just give your hips a little bit of give in your knees as well. And the more intense you want it, bring the feet closer to the groin, least intense, further away. Now you just want to sit up nice and tall. Notice your spine stacking one on top of the other naturally. So if you feel like you're leaning too far forward or too far back, find that neutral area. Give it a few wiggles and movement until you find that perfect seat. And just close your eyes. The big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, you're going to sigh it out of the mouth. Make a little noise here. Good again. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out of the mouth. One more time. Big inhale. Exhale, let it all out. Just keeping your eyes closed. Coming to a natural breath in and out of the nostrils. But breathe deeply. Imagine you're just sending breath deep down to the bottom of your belly. When you exhale, see as if you're just completely emptying out. So going with your own pace. Taking those big belly breaths. With those exhales, just imagine just emptying out completely. Letting your body just reset. Letting your mind reset. Just getting grounded and centered. Let go of any distractions. Tuning in with the breath. Take another moment. And set your intention for this afternoon's class. Ask yourself how you want to show up, how you want to be. If there's anything you'd like to achieve today, whether it's a goal, a personal goal, an emotional goal, whatever it is, set that intention. Or maybe it's just simply how you want to show up for the day. Inhale to feel that intention in within yourself. Exhale, release whatever is not serving you. One more inhale. And one more exhale. If they're not already, open your eyes. And you're going to blink your eyes like really hard, like a few times. Just getting into our eyelids, our eyebrow muscles, our upper cheeks, just crunching in your eyes. I know it's kind of weird. There's actually a thing called face yoga. I don't think I think someone made it up along with everything else, but it's kind of fun when I see it. Just blink a few times really hard, like you're crunching in your face. Good. And now you get to wiggle your nose, however that looks. It might look really weird, hopefully. No one's watching you. Like, you can wiggle your nose. There used to be a show called, I think it was Bewitched. I don't know, it's really old. If you could like wiggle her nose and magic stuff happens, see if you could do that. Okay, now see if you can move your ears, which is weird. I know I feel like, I don't know, I haven't looked at myself in the mirror, but I know I can move my ears up and down like a little bit. Move that part. It's different muscles we don't really engage with. And even if you think you're not moving them, it's okay. And now move your jaw. So open your mouth slightly, move your bottom jaw like side to side. Good, now move them in circles in one direction. And switch direction with the jaw. And then move the jaw up and down. I know this is kind of weird. Good. Now, if you are sitting on the block, you can stay on it or you can remove it. I'm going to remove mine. So you're still in Baddha Konasana. You're going to roll your shoulders all the way up to your ears, roll them back, and pick up your hands and your elbows just a bit so you have a little bit more space there. Just doing shoulder circles, getting into the nitty gritty muscles in the back. Good. And roll them forward. Really exaggerate it. Good. And then inhale, arms up high, reach for the ceiling, look up, big inhale. Exhale, you're gonna forward fold over your feet. Maybe you can walk your hands further out, relax your head and neck. Keep relaxing the knees. They might want to fight you on this. Big breath in and big breath out. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale and one more exhale. Stay low to keep the stretch in the low back. Bring it over to your left knee, framing that knee. Maybe you can bow your head down towards the knee, but keep pressing your right knee down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale and one more exhale. Stay low to keep the stretch. Bring it over to your right knee this time. Framing that side, bowing the head down, and keep pressing that left knee away and downward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. One more exhale. Bring it back to center. Lift your torso back up. You're going to close the knees. Actually, no, open them back up, sorry. And then your right leg extends out. So your left foot is inside your inner right thigh. You're going to turn your torso towards your bent knee, which is your left knee. Completely relax your right arm and disengage your right shoulder. Your left hand is going to reach for your right foot. You're opening out towards the side. Now, if you can lean your body up towards the ceiling, go for it. So you're just opening up your rib cage towards behind you. And you can look up as you reach. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And one more exhale. And bring that left hand behind your back. So you're still in that seated tree pose. Now you can simply reach behind you and find a side stretch here, or if you want, keep your left shin down. You're gonna lift your hips off the mat and reach for a full right side body stretch. Look up at the ceiling, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more inhale, and exhale, lower your hips back down. Good. Pick up your left knee, the one that's bent, cross it over the right leg. Bring that left arm behind your back. Keep your chest lifted and your spine tall. You're going to use that right elbow or that right arm to twist a little bit deeper from the belly button up, keeping your spine tall. Look over your left shoulder. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more inhale, and one more exhale. We're going to take a counter twist. So you're going to turn all the way over to your right side. Bring both hands down on the floor and just bow your head down like a little baby push-up. And then lift yourself back up. Now, your left ankle is already on top of your right knee. So just bring that left knee downward a little bit so you're like in a figure 4 seat. Bring your arms behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together so you can keep lifting up your chest and keeping your spine tall. Now, from here, you're going to start to bend your right knee to whatever degree. So the closer your heel is to your glute, the deeper it is. So find a degree that works for you. It might be several or more inches away from the glute. Okay. Now, you're actively pressing your collarbones towards your left calf muscle. Keep flexing that left foot to protect the kneecap and the ankle. Good. Few breaths here. I don't know if you guys can hear that bird chirping. The birds are very loud in my backyard. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale, one more exhale. Now, you can always move your right foot a little bit further away or closer together. Now you're just going to wiggle it out, getting into your hip, especially the left hip, just moving that femur bone in that hip socket, working on a little mobility here. Good, big breath in, and out. One more inhale, and exhale, you're going to straighten out your right leg. So you're still in that figure 4, and now you're just going to bring your left hand on top of the inside of the knee and just lean forward to whatever degree. And try not to jerk in this movement. Be very careful and gentle. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more inhale, one more exhale. Lift your torso back up. Release that left leg, and now we're going to switch sides. So bring that right foot inside your inner left thigh, so that seated tree pose. Turn your body towards that right knee. Relax this left arm, left shoulder. Your right hand is going to reach for that left foot. You're going to turn your rib cage up towards the ceiling and follow the gate. So look upward as you reach. And notice your left arm, your left arm and shoulder. If it's starting to tense up, it's going to fight the stretch, so just try to relax it even more. Few breaths here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more inhale, and one more exhale. Come back to center. Bring that right arm behind you. Now again, option here, you can just lean back. You're still gonna get that side stretch, or if you wanna go a little bit more, keep your right shin down, lift those hips, and reach behind you. Look up. Stargazer, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more inhale, and exhale, lower the hips back down. Good. So now you're gonna pick up that right knee, toss that right foot over the left leg. Bring that right arm behind your back. I'm gonna go for the half forward as a fish twist. Using that left elbow, left arm as leverage to twist deeper from the belly button up. Look over the shoulder, big breath in, and big breath out. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. One more breath in, and one more breath out. You're going to take that counter stretch. You're going to turn your body all the way over to your left side. Do a little baby push-up here. Catch yourself back up. Now, all you have to do is bring that right knee a little bit down. Flex your right foot so you're in that figure 4. And your arms behind the back. I'm going to angle myself so you guys can see. Bend your left knee to whatever degree works for you. So the closer the heel is to the glute, a little bit deeper it is. Good. And then we're just going to wiggle it out side to side. Perfect. And now come to stillness. Keep your chest lifting, your spine tall. You're going to actively press your chest forward towards that chin. Keep flexing the foot. A few breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath in. One more breath out. And you're going to straighten out that left leg. So now you're still in that figure 4, but this time you're going to put your right hand on the inside of that knee and gently lean forward to whatever degree works for you today. Few breaths here. One more inhale and one more exhale. Lift your torso back up. Straighten out the right leg. Spread your legs apart and then bend your knees. And now you're just going to windshield wiper your knees side to side. Take your time. Maybe you can get your knees to touch the floor. If not, that's okay too. Good. Big breath in and big breath out. Now, bring your knees back up to center. Now we're going to go opposing direction. So knees in, knees out. In, out. So if you typically can touch the floor going the other way, maybe it's a little tougher going this way. Okay. Now bring the feet together, knees up, sweep the legs behind you. You're coming into your tabletop position. From here, tuck your toes, belly droop, crown and tailbone up towards the ceiling for cow. Exhale, untuck the toes, round the spine, chin to chest, up the belly in and up, press away from the floor, cat. As you inhale, toes tuck, belly droops, crown and tailbone up, cow. Exhale, round, cat. So a few more of these on your own. Add any extra wiggles, movements, rotations, whatever you need to move. Go for it, make it yours, make it your own. One more inhale and one more exhale. Neutral spine. From here, you're just going to sit on your heels. So if you want to put a block or a pillow between your ankles, you can, just so your hips are a little bit more elevated. And then from here, we're just going to work on our forearms and wrists. So with your hands, you're going to bring the wrist and your knees in line. Keep your chest lifted. If this is too much, if it's really tight, bring it closer in. So spread the fingers wide, wrists are facing forward, feeling in the wrist and forearms. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more inhale, one more exhale. Now you're going to bring the tops of the hands, so where the knuckles are, to the floor. You can have a soft bend in your elbows. Again, if it's too much where it's lining up with the knees, you can also bring it closer in by your hip. Spread the fingers wide, not too much weight. The awkward, these are gorilla hands. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more inhale, And one more exhale. Lift the chest back up. Interlace your hands and just do figure eights with the wrist. And then interlace the awkward way. And then go the opposite direction that you were just going. Think about it. Good. A little bit of wrist work here. Good. One more inhale. And exhale. You can relax the hands, coming back to our tabletop position. You're going to shimmy your knees about 3 to 5 inches behind you. Tuck your tailbone under like you're doing cat pose, and then roll your hips forward. Good. So you're in the plank position on the knees. You're going to tuck your toes, lift your knees up for high plank, and then downward facing dog. Relax your head and neck here, pedal out the feet. Inhale, and exhale. One more inhale, and one more exhale. Bend the knees, you're gonna walk your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Exhale, soften your knees, forward fold. You're gonna hang out here for a moment. Bend your knees as much as you have to. Grab opposite elbows with opposite hands. Or you can grab the backs of your thighs. Your feet should be hip width apart, wider if you need to. Relax the head and neck. Ragdoll, option of sway, or be still. Do that. Big breath in, and big breath out. Release the elbows if you have them, or the calf. Nice and slow, you're gonna curl all the way up to stand. Tadasana. Get big breath in, and big breath out. Now, your left forearm is gonna come to your low back, just like this. Your right hand is gonna reach for the opposite side, to the left side. Coming into our crescent stretching, looking up at the ceiling. Again, rotate your torso to face upward. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale, one more exhale. Come back to center. Your right hand is going to find your left hand. You're going to interlace them behind your back. Shoulders are going to hug in towards the spine. Lift the heart up, lean the head back, and exhale. Soften the knees. You're going to come into a forward fold with that chest opener, that shoulder opener. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale, one more exhale. Slowly roll all the way back up. Bring your right forearm to your low back this time. Your left hand reaches for the right side. Look up at the ceiling. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale, one more exhale. Come back to center. This time your right hand finds your left hand on top. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms inside out. Look up, lean back for that heart opener. Big inhale, exhale. Bend your knees. You're gonna round your spine like you're doing cat pose. Press the palms away from the body. Tilt the chin downward. Look down at your feet. Standing cat. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale, one more exhale. Good. Unleash the fingers, standing up nice and tall. And from here, cross your right arm across the chest. Keep the elbow straight. With the left arm, you're going to hug it in. You're really broadening out that right shoulder. Good. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale, one more exhale. Now we're going to practice Garuda arms. So your right arm, you're going to bend that elbow. See if you could bring your forearms and your hands to touch. You guys do that? Good. Now see if you could lift your elbows shoulder level and then bring your arms away from the face. So you're really stretching out the muscles between your shoulder blades. Palms away. Good. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale, one more exhale. Good. Undo them. Left arm crosses the chest this time. The right arm is going to hug it in and feel that left shoulder just rolling out. Good. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more inhale, one more exhale. Now, that left elbow is going to bend. Do your best here, forearms and hands together. So lift the elbows shoulder level, hands away from the face. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more inhale, and one more exhale. Good. Unravel the arms. And now we're going to do some rotation, some mobility. Bring your arms, find your full range of motion to the front a few times. Really notice the arms wants to go to the back. If you're doing a breaststroke, and then circles to the back. Good. One more time, and relax the arms. Good. Tadasana, big breath in, and big breath out. One more inhale, and one more exhale. Inhale, arms up, hands meet, look up, lean back. Exhale, dive all the way down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands. You're going to kick your left foot behind you, and you're going to drop your back knee. If you have blocks or books or anything to help assist you, great. If not, that's okay. I'm using them because my belly is really getting in the way of my leg now. You guys don't know yet, I'm pregnant. I'm in my second trimester as of this week, actually. So I like to use them to help so my belly doesn't squeeze against my thigh. But it's also good because now you can really focus on the stretching part of the hip flexor and the back quad and the lunging forward. So trying to get your hips down and forward as best you can, as opposed to strength that's required to hold yourself up. So the blocks are there to help you. Now, I like to line up my knee and my ankle, but you don't have to. It could be a little bit further in. It can even be a little bit further out if you're starting to work on your forward split. So take your time here. We're going to hang out here for a bit, only because the back quad is the largest muscle in the body. So you want to give it some time to like marinate. So breathe here. And because we do walk every day, I would like to think you guys walk every day, like around the house at least. The quads they do tend to get tight if you're a runner or just by not doing much. You want to get that stretch in there. Feel my breath. Inhale and exhale. One more breath in and one more breath out. So you're going to shift your hips back this time so that your front leg is straight. So do whatever you got to do. Make any adjustments so you can get your front leg straight. And then you're going to bring your hands forward. Feel free to use blocks. And you're going to bow your torso down. So you're going to feel that in your front hamstring this time. Deep breath. One more inhale and one more exhale. Now you're going to bend back into that right knee. So coming back into that lunge. So using blocks pressing to the side. Plant your hands, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. You're going to come into that downward dog. Big breath in and big breath out. One more inhale and exhale. Drop the knees into a child's pose. Now try to find where you can bring your knees as wide as you possibly can. So that's like where child's pose can get really intense. The wider your knee is, the more intense it is. And sit on your heels first, because once you start to walk your arm down, your hips might pick up depending on how tight your quads, your hip flexors, your inner thighs are, and you're going to hang out in child's pose for a moment. And now really stretch out the arms to the top of your mat. Bring your forehead down to the floor. And you're going to get that shoulder stretch and that back stretch. So a few breaths here. One more inhale. One more exhale. Good. Bring the knees together, tabletop position to downward facing dog. Now from here, same leg, your right leg is going to lift up, bend that knee. This is 3 points. So what you're going to do, you're going to do 3 big knee circles with your right knee to the front, a little bit of hip mobility, and then 3 circles to the back. Good. Now knee to nose, tiger curl, like you're doing cat. Step your right foot next to your right thumb. Grab it and drag it, help it if you have to. Look forward, runner's lunge like you're about to run a marathon. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more inhale, exhale, back foot steps forward, halfway lift, inhale, exhale, let it go, forward foot. Inhale, rise all the way up, hands together, lean back, exhale, dive back down. Inhale, flat back, plant your hands. This time you're going to kick your right leg back. Now we're switching sides. High or low lunge on the other side, so back knee is down. Use blocks if you have to. Get those hips low and forward. Chest is lifting, spine tall. Few breaths here. Inhale, exhale. One more breath in, one more breath out. Now shift your hips back. Maybe your hips are on top of your back knee or more back or more forward. Whatever you got to do to get that front leg straight. Use blocks if you want to, and then fold over. Half Hanuman or half forward split. Inhale, and exhale. One more inhale, and one more exhale. Then back into that left knee, and bring the blocks to the side if you have them. Plant your hands, tuck your back toes with your back knee. Take your left leg back up into your downward facing dog. From your down dog, you're going to bring your knees down, big toes touch. Again, find the full expression of your child's pose. The further away your knees are, the deeper it is. So make adjustments, and then walk your hands forward into your child's pose. Letting your belly sink down between the knees and finding that stretch in the back muscles. Few breaths here. Big inhale and exhale. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Bring the knees hip width apart. Table to down dog. Now we're going to do that funky thing with the hips. So lift your left leg up. I kick the bench. Left leg up. Bend that left knee. Try to stack those hips. 3 big knee circles to the front. And then 3 to the back. Good. 3-legged dog. Knee to nose. Step the left foot next to the left thumb. Help it if you have to. Runner's lunge. Get those hips low, chest lifted, spine tall. Inhale. exhale, inhale, exhale. One more inhale, exhale, back foot steps forward, halfway lift, inhale, exhale, forward fold. Soften the knees as you rise all the way up. Hands meet, look up, lean back, exhale, hands to heart. You're going to heel toe your feet about shoulder width apart, maybe wider. You can always make adjustments here. Have your toes point out and your heels point in, because we're going to come into that squat. So arms out like you're carrying something heavy. Lower your hips down. Now you could always put a pillow or a block underneath your sit bone, whatever height. Hands are together. Use your elbows to press those knees apart. Malasana, your squat pose. Few breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Now, from your squat, you're going to bring your hands down and your hips up. You're going to straighten out the legs, coming into that forward fold. Now, from here, you're going to heel toe your feet further apart. So if you need to turn over so both of your feet on the long ways on your mat, go for it. Because we're going to come into that wide-legged stretch. So you're really pressing on the outer edges of your feet. Good. And then forward fold here. And you don't have to go that far apart. You can if you wish. Few breaths. Big breath in and big breath out. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your torso so your legs are so far apart. If you need to bring them a little bit closer together, go for it, because what you're going to do, you're going to bend your right knee. And now you're going to come into an open squat. So your left leg is straight. You're going to flex the toes upward. Now, if this is too much, bring your right knee down on the floor. You can always use blocks for support. You can keep the knee lifted if you want. Place the block there to keep that elevated. You're going to hang out here for a moment, but turn your torso towards that right knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. One more exhale. Now, bring the big toe edge downward of your left foot. Straighten out your right leg. You're going to walk your hands over to your left knee this time. Flex your right foot up towards the ceiling. Now, again, you could always bring your left knee down to the floor. Put something underneath it, like a pillow, to keep it up. So your glute is ideally on your heel. And once your hips start to really open up, your butt can be touching the ground like this. So either variation is fine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Few more breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. One more breath in. One more breath out. Now, take your time. We're going to switch side to side for hip mobility. So big toe edge down, head up, to the right, to the left. You can use blocks as assistance or just glide, just like this. A lot more hip work. Using more muscle for stability. A few more times, going as slow, as fast as you like. One more time, each side, wherever you are. When you're totally done, take your time. We're going to come back towards the middle, back into that wide-legged split. And then you're going to heel toe your feet a little bit about shoulder width apart, because we're going to come back to that squat. So taking your time to get here. Good. Big inhale and exhale. One more inhale And exhale, right hand down. Left arm opens up, opening up the wingspan. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more inhale, exhale, back hands back together, press your knees apart. Other side, left hand down, right arm opens up. Open up the wingspan, look at your top thumb. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more inhale, exhale, hands back together. Now, however you gotta get there, drop your butt onto the floor. It may not look as graceful. You might fall, that's okay. Christa pose. So legs straight out in front of you. Use a towel or a strap if you want to. You do not have to. And we're gonna come into a passive stretch. So if you want to stretch your hands, you can. You're gonna just lean your chest forward. We're gonna do passively. So let your back round. Relax your head and neck. Relax the arms and shoulders. You want to reach for something, you can, and that's okay. You're gonna hang out here for a moment, opening up the low back and the hamstrings. You can do this stretch every day. I highly recommend it. Because having nice open hamstrings and a low back really has its benefits. And if you do have like lower back issues, decompressing it in the forward fold is helpful. You can do it standing up. We normally do it standing up in the sun salutation, but it's a little bit more passive, and maybe you can hold it longer when you're sitting on the ground like this. Take a deep breath. Also, I should add, if your hamstrings are really just so tight, get on a block, sit on a pillow, just to elevate your hips a little bit, and you could always bend your knees. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale, and one more exhale. Lift the torso back up. This time you're gonna spread your legs as wide as you can, nice and wide. Move the flesh off your sit bones so you can rotate your inner thighs further eastward. Inhale, arms up. Forward fold straight down the middle. You're gonna hang out here for a bit. Big inhale and exhale. So stay low. Walk it over to your left leg, framing the leg, bowing the head down towards the knees. Relax the right arm and the right shoulder. Deep breaths here. Big inhale and exhale. Bring it over towards the other leg. Down, head down, framing that leg. Try to relax. Being patient with your flexibility. Few breaths here. Big inhale and exhale. Coming back to center, resting the torso up, zipping the legs together. And then from here, arms out like a zombie, round your spine, roll your back down to the floor. Take a long body stretch like you're just waking up in the morning. And exhale, full body squeeze. Knees to touch, chin to knees, hug it in. And from here, if you have a strap, a towel, a shirt, you're going to bring your left foot down, but your left knee is lifted. You're going to wrap that strap around your right foot. Use both hands. Because eventually you want to extend your arms so much and wrap your hands around that strap that eventually you'd be able to just grab your foot. And that right knee can always have a small bend in it. So reclined, split. Now, if you feel like your hip flexors are nice and warmed up from those lunges, you can straighten out the left leg. You might have to ease up on your strap a bit. So hang out here for a moment. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Bend your left knee and release the strap from the right foot and bring that right foot back down with the knee bent. And now you're going to just switch sides. Bringing the strap around the left foot, your right knee can stay bent if this is where you're comfortable. Hang out here for a few breaths, or you can straighten out the right leg down to the ground. Up to you where you want to take it. Few breaths here. Big breath in and big breath out. Bend your bottom knee. Release the strap from your left foot. And now you're in like a bridge position. Both knees are bent. Hug the knees in. And now you're going to drop your knees over to your left side for a supine twist. Try to relax your right arm, right shoulder to the floor. You can even practice your arms if that's okay. You're going to look over to your right. So hang out here for a few breaths. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Bring your knees back to center. Give them a squeeze and then drop them over to your right side this time. See if you can stack the hips and knees and ankles. You're going to look at the opposite direction of your knees. Arms can be upstretched, or you can cactus your arms. Few breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Bring your knees back to center. Happy baby. So you're going to bring your arms inside of your knees. You're going to grab hold of either your big toes or the inside or the outside of your feet, pressing the knees down by your armpits, soles of the feet facing upward as best you can. Option is sway side to side or be still. Deep breaths here. And then from here, you're going to bring your knees together and you're going to sit up tall. So you're going to give you guys a second to grab maybe a pillow, or if you have a block, great. So we're going to just do one last heart opener, chest opener. So if you have a block or a pillow handy, whatever you can grab, you're going to place that right by like your thoracic spine, the middle of the back, pretty much where your bra line would be. And you're going to bring the soles of the feet together. And if you have a block, I have it long ways, like right across my back. And so you don't want it too high unless you really want to go deep on this. Your head is going to lay down on the floor. So your head is going to lean back a bit, which is good. It'll help offset all the leaning forward that we do from our phones, computers, dishes, whatever it is that you do. And then your arms are going to open out. Palms facing up. Try to relax your knees. Just you're in that butterfly position. You melt the heart open. Let your rib cage just lay out. Relax the shoulders. Relax the muscles in the face. Relax the hips and knees. Let the inner arches of your feet open up as well. Hang out here for a few breaths. Inhale and exhale. So keeping your upper body the way it is, bring your knees together. So your knees are going to stay together, but now you're going to shimmy your feet out wide. We sort of did this earlier in class when we were sitting down. So knees together, feet out wide, so you're creating more like a triangle shape. So hang out here just to help neutralize our hips from all the openings. Few breaths. Now, if you're comfortable, you bring your arms overhead. Big inhale, big exhale. Big inhale, and exhale. One more breath in, and one more breath out. Bring your arms down by your side wherever you are. And slowly lift yourself back up. Remove that block behind you. And take a moment here for yourself. Towel, water, any last movements, postures, props for Shavasana. Anything you gotta do so your practice feels complete. And you can really just let go in your Shavasana pose. Whatever you gotta do. You're totally ready. You can just lay on down. Feel free to use a pillow or anything you want. Whenever you're ready, take your time. Let your legs and your feet splay out. Let your arms relax down by your side. Have your palms face upward towards the ceiling. Maybe shake your head side to side. Give it some length away from the shoulders. Whenever you're ready, begin to come to stillness of mind and body. Taking a big inhale and a full exhale. Easing down for our final resting pose, Shavasana. Let's inhale and exhale. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes. And shake your head side to side. Extend your right arm overhead, bringing the knees into your chest, and rolling over to your right side in a comfortable fetal position. Wishing a comfort and new beginning. Just take a moment here to let your practice sink in. Recall your intention. Just make a decision to carry it forward for the rest of your day so you continue to practice mindfulness and awareness of how you are being, the only thing you can really control, and practicing empowerment when you need to change. Most importantly, start to begin to harness a feeling of gratitude. Whatever it is that you're thankful for, keep practicing that. Keep filling yourself up with all the things that you're thankful for. And with your eyes still closed, gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat at the top of your mat. Sitting up nice and tall, just bring your hands together at heart center and just bow your head in gratitude for yourself for doing the hardest thing in yoga, which is showing up fully. And sending gratitude to the other yogis that shared this practice with you virtually today. And bring your thumbs to your third eye, the space between the eyebrows. Big inhale, 10 exhale. Kind thoughts. Thumbs to your lips, inhale, 10 exhale. Kind words. And thumbs to heart center, inhale, 10 exhale. Kind action. The light within me bows in honor to the light within each and every one of you. Namaste. Thanks, guys. I'm going to unmute you guys for a second. Thanks so much.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys. It was
Bye.
great.
Bye-bye.
you. Bye. Thanks for practicing with me. Bye, Lynn, Justine, Amanda. Take care.
You
care.
too.
Thanks.
That was great.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Tell them I said hi.
Okay. You'll probably see him later.
Hopefully. It's good to see you guys in person.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. I see your foot.